Alright, so we've got her all torn down now. We've got the buttstock, the cover off there. We've got the barrel off of there. It's very, very, very simple barrel. It's the way they ought to be. I wonder how many people I scared with that. Last time I did that, it scared like 2 people. Oddly enough. So, as you can see, there's nicks and dings and dings and nicks. And let's see if we can focus in here. Come on, you can focus. Gotta zoom in a little bit, and then you zoom out a little bit. And then it usually focuses around now. Yeah, it's almost there. And there's some dings and nicks. There's a lot of dings and nicks right there, all along the bottom. Same with right along there. Whole bunch right there. But I'm glad it's still here. It's a 1936, so I'm just glad it's still here. 2 things I cannot remove, and I don't feel like going too much further to try to remove them. It's this bolt here, or this screw. Bolt. Bolt goes through metal, screw goes through wood or something like that. I can't pull the trigger out. I mean, I could, but you have to push that little pin that goes through it all the way out this end. You have to push that pin all the way through, and I don't want to push it through and accidentally, waller it out bigger than it should be, or have some different little problem. I might still try to pull it out, but I really don't think it'll come out. So we've got that all torn apart, and we're going to start sanding it here pretty soon. We're going to be using, I was going to start off with 100 grit. I might still use the 100 grit, just to start off really lightly with the 100 grit. Try to get some of that stuff out. I'll probably just start with the 220. That's what I'm going to finish it off with. It's 220. I would use 20,000 or 2,000, or no, sorry, 2,000 or whatever grit sandpaper. It's really fine, nice smoothness, but I can't find any of that, and that kind of seems like a waste of time. So, I might go look for some 320 though. 320 wouldn't be too bad. I'm sorry for it not focusing. Whoa, it's gotten even worse. So that's 3M. Some of the best sandpaper out there. Not being paid to say that. So, let me show you what I'm going to be using. So here's the stock, right? And it's beat up to heck and back. If this was my rifle, it would look a whole lot better. You should see my shotgun. The shotgun's about the same age, and it has no dings or dents or anything in it. So I'm going to be using, gosh dang it, let me see if I can fix this focusing problem. Just a second. There we go. Going to be using some Minwax wood finish penetrates and stains, or penetrates, stains, and seals. And it's looking for the right color, and this looks to be the closest color I can find to matching. I mean, this is a little bit different, but I'm thinking by the time I get this on here, it'll look probably around the same as this. If it's a little bit lighter, that's okay. Try a few different ways, a few different stuff, but I thought I'd go with the gun stock color right there. I'm thinking this is a little darker, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure until I apply some on here and see what it looks like. Probably apply some right here, because that's the color of the wood. You know what I mean? So I'm thinking by the time I get this on there, it'll be darker than that. It'll be about the same color as this, because that's the color of the wood, and when this wood is, stained, it darkens up a little darker than that. So That's what I'm hoping for. So I'm gonna start sanding it here and show you after I'm done sanding it what it looks like. Cool. Alright, so I lost my camera again, so I'm just doing this with my cell phone because I want to stain this now. It's very, very, very smooth. As you can see, I've sanded all the color off it, except for, you know, a few dings here and there. Like that one's really deep. I think it'll look pretty cool with a darker ding there, make it look kind of older, which it is very old. So to go a little slower with this cell phone so I can catch up. Not too bad of a video for a cell phone though. For an older cell phone. It's a good cell phone though. I wasn't going to take out the color out of the center here because if you sand that down wrong, you know, or do something with that wrong, then it's not good. So I'm going to go ahead and stain it here, and I'll show you what it looks like with the first and maybe only coating of stain. I might do one or two, depends on how dark I want it. Alright, see you in a second. Alright, just barely got done with it. I mean, just barely, it's still wet. I am very, very happy with it. And these are just, these are not nicks. Those are just colors in the wood, actually, like, not knots, but, you know, just marks. I'm very happy with it. What I'd call those are like bruises in the wood, if you will. That's the original color there. Or no, that's more the original color there, along here. And that's the new color. Probably do a coat or two more of this new color to darken it down a little bit. But I'm very happy with it. Really like that color though. So, it's looking good to me. Sweet. I think it's turned out real good. I like it. See you in a little bit, YouTube. Alright, so this is one of the best jobs I've done in a long while. You can see that gloss on it. It's just so beautiful. See this gloss on it? Just absolutely perfect. You can actually that tells you it's a good finish. It's super, super good looking. There's a few fingerprints on it, that's why it looks like it does. See if I... There you go. Just absolutely looks just beautiful. It's funny, a lot of overspray got right here. It's really smooth right here. You can see that. That is a beautiful piece of wood. And I really like this different color I picked. Because with that darker, I'm trying to think. With that, the darker shade of wood, with the darker shade of stain, there you go. You couldn't see the characteristics of the wood, but with this you can. You know, you can see this dark streak this wood has right here, and you can see how the grains kind of come down this way and kind of follow like that up the stalk. It's just so beautiful. Not sure why they didn't do this from factory. You know, this is just I like it a lot. I mean, yes, it is time consuming, but they would have had a much better rifle if they did something like this back from the factory. So I'm going to go ahead and reassemble it here, and I'll show you what it looks like with the barrel back on it. You can see all the little fingerprints are here. Alright, so that's done. You can see there. So let me tell you what I did real quick. So after I was done sanding it, I sanded it with first one I started off with, just to get some of that really big denting here finished in a way. I used 100 grit. I think it's 100 grit. That's what I used to get most of the big stuff away. I did do most of the body in that, and then followed up with 220 grit, which is pretty fine. Did the whole body with that quite a few times. Actually went over it quite a few times, and then went over it with some 300 grit in some of the more fine spots. I did go over the whole body with 300 grit, but I stopped in some of the more fine spots, like around here and here, just to make sure it's all smooth and looks good. And then I quickly went over it with, I think it's like 400 grit or something like that. I don't know. Something finer than that, though. And just quickly went over it with that. And I stained it twice with, it's right here somewhere. Oh, it's right there. Stained it with wood finish, gunstock actually. There's lots of other colors, but I just went with gunstock because, not just because it says gunstock, but I actually like that color. It's not exactly the exact same color, but the color varies what type of wood you stain. So it just varies of what you do. But I did one stain, really let it dry, like overnight in front of a heater. I mean really let it dry, cure up all the way, and then I stained it again to get it a little darker, and really let it cure again. That time I let it cure for like 2 days. One day in front of the heater, the other one not. And then I glossed the whole thing down, trying to look out for dust, but I trapped a whole lot of dust in the gloss. But I needed to sand the first and second gloss anyways, like I always do, to make it super smooth. So I wet sanded it with 600 grit sandpaper. My objective wasn't to get all the gloss off of it, but just to smooth the gloss, because I was trying to smooth it so the actual grain doesn't come through the gloss. I just want it perfectly straight like that. I'm just showing you in the light here. But so after I sanded that, I glossed it again. There's no like dust in the gloss at all that time. So I just went around and smoothed out some of the surfaces again, and then lightly went over the whole gun with some more 600 grit. Then glossed it again. Then went around some of these spots that I wanted even smoother and thicker, and just touched up some of the surfaces. Right here was still kind of rough, so I smoothed that down with the 600 grit again, and sprayed the whole gun down again, making sure I covered every little bit of it, and then really let it dry again. Between each gloss, I really let it dry about a day's, good full day and night of drying in front of a heater. And I made sure it was pretty well dried anyways before I set it in the heater, in front of the heater, so it didn't bubble. And I didn't set it like right in front of the heater either. I just let it sit in front of the heater so it would warm up and dry like that. So yeah, that's what I did. I would like to re-blue all the metal on this, but that's quite the process, so I don't think I will. And I did buy a case for it, actually. I'll go get that. Alright, so I've got a Winchester. This rifle is a Winchester, actually. That doesn't matter what brand of case you get, though. It's a little bit of an overkill of a case because it's that much longer than the actual rifle. But if I got a shorter bag that actually fit this rifle, it would have been like $20 more than what I paid for this. And this is brand new, so I was thinking, well, might as well go a little overkill, save me money. But yeah, got a nice case for it now. I have to get a case for my other rifle now. My other rifle's a little bit longer. If I find a shorter case, then I'll put this rifle in that case and put my other rifle in this case. But if not, you know, I'll just buy the same case again and go from there. Sweet, I hope you enjoyed YouTube. I strive to make good videos for you guys. If you guys ever have any video requests, please ask me, let me know. If I have forgotten about a video request, remind me over and over again. Don't think you're gonna bug me, because it helps me remember to make a video for you. So don't feel bad for bugging me. If you could take a second out of your time, go down here, give me a thumbs up. That'd be great. If you're not subscribed, then subscribe. If you are subscribed, thank you for subscribing. And if you just hit that button, thanks for hitting the button. And that's the subscribe button. If you could favorite this video so other people can see it, that'd be great. We have a good one, YouTube. Also comment, you know, little comment down there. See you later, YouTube. Bye.